brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Colts, and it's all up next.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They set up the screen to Penny. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw is Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jets will take over. Now the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here is Aaron Rodgers.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson. 43 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colts coming out now. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game one? Right. Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Hardman on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Fighting him off. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Paul again. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. throwing. Prescott caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now 3rd down and 7. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Inside handoff, Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Breece Hall. Touchdown. Breece Hall. 72 yards. And the Jets continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Caught by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Prescott on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
2nd and 10. Penny up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Quinnen Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fights still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 190 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Shifts by him. Touchdown! Breece Hall saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Ashton Dulin now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Prescott. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Hall again on 2nd down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught by Downs. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A handoff to Penny, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Woods. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Penny going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. To throw is Prescott.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Prescott on third and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was a week off that hurt this defense. They've been close from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Jets. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the and he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the counter, it's Hall. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Breece Hall. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 68 yards on the ground. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they will take a knee here.
Waste of time. Here we go. Flying.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship.